Hello and welcome to Tea Time. I'm Ginger Nelson here with my co-host Nettie Hatcher. Today we would like to welcome Garrett Boone on the set with us. Welcome, Garrett.
Thank you. Thank you.
And Garrett is with the Georgia Museum of Agriculture.
That's correct.
Out at ABAC.
Yes, indeed.
We can finally say it.
I know. I've been on a couple times, and hey, it's the.
We have plenty of bloopers of me trying to say Georgia Museum of Agriculture.
It's a mouthful, and if you try to say the whole thing, you'll never get it out.
I can get it out now.
You do.
So what's been going on out there?
We have been getting ready for spring. You know, it's kind of like spring cleaning. That's what, you know, we're busy getting ready for kids camp, folk life festival, gearing up for summer. The historic village we're planning and breaking ground. So it's a non-stop environment out there right now.
Well, I know for the most part y'all kind of slowed down this past month because of the dedication of the new buildings or renovated buildings out at ABAC.
Yes, and if you haven't had a chance to get out there, which I think I saw just about everybody there during the rededication, they're beautiful. The new buildings are, like you said, redone, renovated buildings. Yeah. And you know, we've been, as part of ABAC campus, the museum we took part in that as well. And so that was a busy time for us, and with all the different guests coming in and for the rededication and celebrate ABAC. That
was a great day. I know we had cameras out there that filmed, and I think we've been running on the Wiregrass channel the dedication. So, and then we also went out there that evening. Nettie and I did, and our husbands.
And it was a wonderful night. They ended the evening with fireworks.
That was cool, wasn't it?
I thought it was just going to be a few fireworks, but it was a beautiful fireworks show.
I was quite impressed.
Did you see Facebook later on that evening? When we got home, I looked on Facebook, and there were so many people like, what is going on? You know, I guess they thought we were being bombed somewhere. I don't know. But there were so many questions about where the noise was coming from and who's popping fireworks and why are they doing it tonight, and there was
a lot of fireworks. I mean, I was
really amazed.
I was out there trying to take pictures, and if you've ever tried to take pictures at night of fireworks,
and it was cold.
It was quite.
But it was a beautiful show, just so pretty.
It was neat. I mean, everybody was out. It was you know, beautiful fireworks and beautiful building. I mean, in the whole event was very well done. Very well done.
Now, I understand you have someone new at the museum. Tell us about June.
I was like, okay, which one are we talking about? Yes, we actually have a few new members of the team at the museum, and June is our new mule, and we're excited to have her, and we've had her for about a little over a month now, and
Is she stubborn?
Most women are.
In some ways, she is. They were hooking her up yesterday, and she was not ready to go to work, and so they were having a bit of a time with her. But she's about twice the size of the mules that we've had in the past. And Cecil and Clint, who work with her, they've been you know, hooking her up to the plow and sled and getting her practiced up for. During the, you know, like the kids camp coming up next week, we'll have mule plowing demonstrations, and so we're getting her practiced up for that, and we'll actually
to make her debut.
Yes, and, so getting her all pretty for that, and then during Folk Life Festival we'll do the same thing with her, and so we're excited about having her at the museum, and we also have a new facilities coordinator out there as well, a new team member in Elaine Auger. So we're excited to have her on board also.
Great.
So you guys are about to get busy with planning?
We are for the, you know, we're trying to, for the Folk Life Festival coming up on April 6th, we are breaking ground. And also, you know, there's, you know, sweet corn and there's some field corn, and so we'll have some greenery popping up here in a couple weeks, and so we've been breaking ground and planning and kind of the normal spring activities around here, just like everybody else. And we do utilize a tractor every once in a while to.
That's what I was going to ask. Is everything that's planted, is it planted by using the mule and the plow?
Well, we would like it to do that, but economically, it's not feasible to plant by the mule. But we do have a small area that we do plant with the mule, and. So if you do come out, you can see that. You can see the mule in action. You can see what it looked like and how that works. And which is, we were talking about this before the show started, where some of those lost arts that are going away with the generations that are getting older, and that's one of them is plowing with a mule. When this generation passes, people don't know how to do that anymore.
Yeah.
And so we do have a succession plan in place to make sure that that skill doesn't go away. Clint, who's working with Cecil's 83, I think, and Clint is 23. So he's learning how to do it, and we have that with the how to run the train, drive the steam train. We have a younger generation that's learning how to do that. Blacksmithing is kind of the same deal. Lost arts, they are going away. So as our part is the museum, we're trying to capture that and record it and also pass it on.
That's wonderful. It would be sad for those arts to be gone for good.
It would. It really would. And they're neat, and if like peanut haystacking. I didn't know about peanut haystacking, but we had Dr. Frank McGill come out and teach us how to stack peanut hay. There's an art to that, from how tight you get it, the shape of it, how you put it on the pole to what you cap it off with. You cap it off with some grass so that the water sheds off of it. And I mean, there's a lot that goes into that. When you look out in the field and see can't see it much anymore, but a peanut haystack, there's a reason that it's shaped that way, that it's done like that. It's pretty cool.
Well, we're going to take a quick break, and then I know that there are some events coming up, so we definitely want to hear about that. Don't go anywhere. We'll have more about the Georgia Museum of Agriculture in just a moment on Tea Time.
Are you in the mood for some amazing food? Well, stop by the Smokehouse, home of the best ribs in the South on 82 in Tifton, and try their new barbecue buffet. The barbecue buffet features their signature smoked chicken, pulled pork, and their famous barbecue beans, all cooked over high-quality blackjack oak. The barbecue buffet is offered daily from 11:30 to 2 and from 5:30 to 8. On Friday and Saturday nights, try the buffet featuring Lake Okeechobee fresh catfish. The Smokehouse is home of certified Angus beef, and they're now in their 26th year. Let them cater your next party. Give them a call at 386-0606.
Come check out Stevie B's at 131 South Virginia Avenue next to Tractor Supply, Sunday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m., Friday and Saturday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Check out their all-new lunch buffet, which includes your drink, Monday through Wednesday, 11 a.m. until 3 p.m. No time to sit down for lunch? Go try their new carry-out buffet for only $7.49. They've also got pasta, breadsticks, a salad bar, 10 pizzas, 4 desserts, sweet and unsweet tea, and all the Pepsi products. They can always create your own pizza. The $5.99 lunch buffet starts Monday and runs Monday through Wednesday, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Like us on Facebook for special deals. Stevie B's, 131 South Virginia Avenue in Tifton.
No matter how great they are, pictures will never give you the full ABAC experience. You've got to see campus. Join us for a Stallion Day or personalize your visit with a weekday tour. Go to abac.edu/Stallion Days to sign up now. We hope to see you soon in Tifton at Abraham Baldwin Agricultural College.
Communication, data transmission, and methods of securing facilities and homes are ever evolving. Let Cooper Craft's team of experienced professionals partner with you to manage your technology needs. Cooper Craft manages hundreds of accounts in the Southeast, including numerous hospitals and healthcare facilities, industrial plants, law enforcement centers, and educational facilities. These customers depend on Cooper Craft. Why shouldn't you? Let a proven leader in the industry earn your business. Call us today.
Welcome back to Tea Time. We've been talking to Garrett Boone, and he has been telling us a little bit about what's going on out at the Georgia Museum of Agriculture. And spring break is next week.
It is, and in celebration of spring break, we have the spring break kids camp, and for 6 to 8 year olds. So it's a Wiregrass Kids Camp, and we had it last year, kind of the inaugural season. We're going to do it again this year, and kids from 6 to 8 years old can come out and visit the museum from 8 in the morning until 3:30 in the afternoon. And Kelly Scott, who is our camp coordinator, she has activities for them. We were just working on gathering seeds for them, from squash, butter beans to corn, for them to plant. They get to go out and feed the animals and work with the animals at the Gibbs farm. They'll go in the grist mill and grind corn. And there's crafts. They get to take something home with them every day. And it's not just they come and have a good time, but they also learn something as well. So if you're looking for something for your kids to do during spring break next week, come on out to the museum, and they can go to Wiregrass Kids Camp.
Ages 6 to 8.
6 to 8 years old.
Boys and girls?
Boys and girls. And there are activities that are appropriate for all. And they do leave a little dirty because they're out and getting their hands dirty and getting their hands on stuff, but that's part of the fun. They get to play in the mud, and they get to go down to the Gristmill Creek and see what's going on down there with the little minnows, and at the Gristmill Pond they'll catch some fish. So they do get dirty. So
so the parents can drop them off in the morning and come back and get them in the afternoon. Lunch is provided.
Yes, lunch is provided, and they get snacks as well. And if you can't come get your child right at 3:30. We do have an extended period till 4:30, and so it allows some flexibility within the schedule. And we try to accommodate everybody's different schedules, which can be pretty hectic.
Well, I think it's great that they're going to be experiencing some of the things that maybe they don't do on an everyday basis. They're not going to be playing video games and things like that. They're going to be outside enjoying some history.
Oh yeah, and that's exactly right. There's not much electricity in the village. There's no internet, no video games, and if it does rain and in the afternoon or gets really hot, we do have some inside activities for them to do, and we were talking about earlier, they might learn how to sew a quilt, or make a corn husk doll. So some of the activities, it's not like they would could get them at any other location, but they can get them at the museum and learn some what their heritage is, and where their food from the grocery store comes from. And it just doesn't come from the grocery store, it does come from the dirt.
That's right.
And so they'll learn that as well.
Now, is space limited?
We do limit it to 15 children. We have Kelly, who's a camp coordinator, and then we also have Morgan, who is a camp counselor. And so we do limit it to 15 children, and it's that ratio is a good ratio, and they do get some one-on-one attention, and there's not so many kids that it just gets overwhelming.
Overwhelming, yeah. Well, I'm sure the ice cream parlor will be open as well.
Oh yeah, if
you're going to have kids out there.
They are actually they kind of set up their home base in the Mercantile in the historic village right there on Main Street, conveniently located next to the drugstore where the ice cream is at. So they do make some forays over there and check out the hand scooped ice cream and the candy and drinks that are over there as well. So there's no shortage of meandering into the drugstore.
Now, how can people register if they'd like their children to attend?
Probably the easiest way is to go online.
Okay.
And to www.abac.museum, and then you can do /kids camp as well. And there's they can email Kelly. They can also email me at kscott.abac.edu, or just call 391-5205, and that'll get you to the country store. There's multiple avenues to register for the kids camp, and just give me a shout, and we'll get you all set up.
Garrett, what's the price of the camp?
I think it's $140.
Okay.
And
that's Monday through Friday.
Monday through Friday.
With the lunch.
With the lunch. Which is pretty economical if you think about it, and it's comparable to the majority of the other camps during spring break that you would find around town.
And a lot of parents are working during spring break, so that's a great way to keep your kids busy and let them enjoy and get some education too while they're on spring break.
It definitely it fits the bill in a lot of ways, and you're always looking for activities for your children to do, and if they can learn something while they're doing it and have fun, all the better.
Ages 6 through 8.
6 through 8, indeed. 8 to 3:30. April 1 through 5.
Okay. Now you also have a festival coming up. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
I sure can. And April 6th, Saturday, April 6th. That's hard to say, isn't it? We will have the Folk Life Festival at the museum. And it's been an annual festival they've had going on there for quite a few years. And it's one that we have continued since ABAC has taken over the museum, and it's capped off by the firing up of the turpentine still, and that was typically a spring type activity, and it's a labor intensive one, and it's a really interesting activity. So we are going to do that during the Folk Life Festival, along with a myriad of other activities as well. I mean, you can learn how to shear a sheep. You can learn how to shoe one of the mules. June will be getting her feet trimmed that day during some farrier demonstrations. And, we'll have wool washing and wool dyeing. A lot of these activities are typical of what you would see in an 1880s to 1910 rural South Georgia home or town. The grist mill will be running, the steam train will be operating, and to guide you throughout the village, we'll have fiddlers and folk music players on the porches as well. So you'll get to hear some music and taste some of the biscuits and sausage that we cook in the houses.
Yum!
So it's exciting. We've been gearing up for this for quite some time. And you'll see some flyers and posters around town and some commercials on TV, and tell you a little bit more about it. And it's from 9 to 4:30 on Saturday. And
you'll also have a quilt show and a flower show.
Oh yeah, there's no shortage of activities.
Square dancing.
We will have square dancing, and the American Legacy Quilt Show starts Friday and goes Friday and Saturday, and that'll be in the conference rooms up there in the museum. And the flower show will be in the atrium of the museum as well. And and that starts Friday too, and will carry over into Saturday.
So exactly what is the flower show?
Well, the Garden Club puts on the flower show. Tifton Garden Club puts on the flower show, and they come in and they what's the best way to put it? They create arrangements.
Oh, okay.
And then they do have a judging on those arrangements. And those flowers and their arrangements will be on display in the atrium Friday and Saturday. And it's an interesting deal. They come up with some beautiful arrangements. And
are they all fresh flowers?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. They are indeed, and some creative minds go into that.
I'm sure.
It's really cool to see what they come up with. And the quilt show will be right next door to that, and we also have in the art gallery a new quilt exhibit that'll be opening that day as well. And so there's something to kind of capture everyone's attention and keep them occupied throughout the day. And there's no reason to leave the museum to go to lunch, because there we'll have food on site, and we're going to try our hand at rosin baked potatoes. If you've never had a rosin baked potato,
never had.
What is a rosin baked potato?
It's it's a different way of cooking a baked potato. You take your oldest pan that you have in the house, because you won't be able to use it again. But you
go to the dollar store.
Yeah, exactly right. Most people cook them in like an old cast iron skillet.
Okay.
And like the rosin, like you get people put on their they're baseball bats, or it's a solid form, and you melt that down in your cast iron skillet, and then you put your baked potatoes in there, cover them with it, and then you cook them, and that forms kind of a shell on the baked potato, and it steams them from the inside, and it keeps them nice and moist and imparts a really unique flavor to it. And then when you get ready to eat it, some people say that you put paper on the outside of your baked potato, and it attaches to the rosin, and when you peel that paper off, it takes the skin and everything off with it, so all you have left is your potato that you can eat. And it's a unique process, and so we're going to try our hand at that this year and see how goes it. And we'll have a trial run or two beforehand, make sure we have it down right. But we're going to do that as well, and that ties into the turpentine still, and cooking that off, and so it should be a fun time.
Well, we're going to take a quick break, but we'll be back with more about the Folklife Festival at the Georgia Museum of Agriculture in just a moment on Tea Time.
For over 42 years, Moon's Pharmacy has been committed to providing professional, friendly service, where our pharmacists welcome your questions, offer you overall lower drug costs, and free citywide delivery. While we still believe in good old-fashioned customer service, we also know the importance of staying on the leading edge of pharmacy innovations, such as travel and flu vaccines, custom compounding, and specialty packaging for homebound patients. Choose Moon's Pharmacy. Together, we can make a difference in your health.
Ranchero's Fresh Grill is now open in Tifton at 133 South Virginia Avenue across from Tractor Supply. Ranchero's has the finest and freshest tacos, burritos, salads, quesadillas, nachos, and chips and salsa anywhere. Want dessert? Ranchero's has that as well, with the s'mores quesadilla for only $2.99. Don't forget about the kids. Ranchero's has kids meals starting at only $3.99. Find them on Facebook for coupons and specials. Call them at 396-5555, 133 South Virginia Avenue in Tifton.
Are you in the mood for some amazing food? Well, stop by the Smokehouse, home of the best ribs in the South on 82 in Tifton, and try their new barbecue buffet. The barbecue buffet features their signature smoked chicken, pulled pork, and their famous barbecue beans, all cooked over high-quality blackjack oak. The barbecue buffet is offered daily from 11:30 to 2 and from 5:30 to 8. On Friday and Saturday nights, try the buffet featuring Lake Okeechobee fresh catfish. The Smokehouse is home of certified Angus beef, and they're now in their 26th year. Let them cater your next party. Give them a call at 386-0606.
Communication, data transmission, and methods of securing facilities and homes are ever evolving. Let Cooper Craft's team of experienced professionals partner with you to manage your technology needs. Cooper Craft manages hundreds of accounts in the Southeast, including numerous hospitals and healthcare facilities, industrial plants, law enforcement centers, and educational facilities. These customers depend on Cooper Craft. Why shouldn't you? Let a proven leader in the industry earn your business. Call us today.
The 4th annual Tour de Tifton Century Ride is slated for Saturday, April 6th at Tift Area YMCA. Registration opens at 7 a.m. A mass start will begin at 8. Call 387-9622 for more info on the Ilse Boyette Memorial, the 4th annual Tour de Tifton Century Ride 2013.
Isn't this a great way to spend an afternoon?
Welcome back to Tea Time. We've been talking to Garrett Boone, and he is with the Georgia Museum of Agriculture, and he has been telling us all about folk life.
Indeed, indeed. And Folklife Festival, ton of activities, and for the little ones, there'll be pony rides too. So they can see June, the new mule, the new little calves that we have. Check out the pony rides, and so there are activities galore for all ages.
Face painting, I know that most kids love face painting.
And that's one of the most popular things that we have is a face painting. And little kids love to get that.
They do.
And then, when they get them, the adults will say, well, I'm going to try that too. And they blame it on their kids that they want to get one.
But they really want to.
But they're getting it too. So, that does work for the adults as well. And, so between the pony rides and the face painting, the snow cones, everybody's happy.
I love snow cones. Mm-hmm. Nettie and I think both have a snow cone machine, so we make them too.
Hey, it's a lot of fun in the snow cones, and a snow cone machine, a popcorn machine. You got it covered.
That's right. It sounds like there's something for all ages at this festival.
And from the littlest ones, to the oldest ones, that appreciate, what we're doing out there and the history of rural Georgia. That that they want to pass on to the younger generation. They can have that opportunity there. They can come out. They can show them, what it used to be like, and then they can compare it to what it is now, and also they can munch on the snow cone while they're doing it. So, it should be a fun day. Hopefully the weather will be beautiful that day. It's been in question as of late, and but from what I saw, it's going to be a pretty day. So a good opportunity to get out and enjoy the outside as well.
And how much is admission that day?
It's $10 for adults, $8 for seniors, $5 for children. Children 4 and under are free, and we're open from 9 to 4:30, and the country store right there off Wooden Mill. That's where you board the train at, you pay your admission at, and ride the steam train into the Folklife Festival.
Oh, okay.
And the festival will go on all day from 9 a.m. until about 4:30?
That's right. That's right. 9 a.m. till 4:30. And if you're taking part in the bike ride that morning, finish up the bike ride, come on over.
That's the tour to Tipton with the YMCA.
That's right. Come on over and visit us afterwards.
Just ride that bike from the YMCA.
There's no reason to get off of it. Just make a little stop over.
Get on that train after they've been riding the bike.
Was it 25 miles?
Well, I think the shortest ride is 25 miles. Some people do the 40 and then the 100 mile. Yeah. I just stick with a 25 mile.
I'll leave that with you. That's all you.
I'm sure you're going to be tied up
getting
ready for the festival.
Have to work. There's no way I could do that. So, have fun. Let me know how that works out for you.
Well, Garrett, thank you so much for coming on the show. It's always wonderful to hear about the things that are going on at the Museum of Agriculture. You guys have great events.
Well, thank you. I always enjoy coming on the show, and appreciate you giving me the opportunity to let everyone know what we have going on at the museum, and look forward to seeing everyone out on Saturday, April 6th. And then if you have any little ones that want to participate in camp, give us a call, and it's 391-5205, or go to the website, www.abac.edu/museum, and check us out.
Thank you for watching Tea Time today. We'll see you next time right here on Plant TIFNet's Wiregrass Channel 3.